Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about winning the game of business. It's a pain in the tush. Yes, it is. See, what happens is in 1976, I created a system called winning the game of business. You see, I brought in my first $1 million through a corporate structure when I was a kid. Not possible? I invent things. What can I say? They made me get my money. Reality is winning the game. I turned it to like a chess game. I position things. I want to be the bank. And the reality is simple. As we want to win the game, we're going to get our assets kicked. The world's going to knock you down and spit you out, and you got to see, what am I going to do next? I'm online 6 days a week. Okay? All right, literally Monday through Saturday. Classes Friday and Saturday as well. See, I've done this for 49 years. Next year will be my 50th year. Next year is the year I'm going to go on a big business trip. So this year you got to get what you can as fast as you can. If not, my junior and senior coaches will help you as well. What is our goal? Getting past go. I'd like you to take a picture right now. See, if you take a picture right now, all right, what do you get to do? We're going to let you know the next class and give you the opportunity. Say, yeah, I want that one too. See, again, I need to get permission for this part. I can send you texts and all kinds of stuff and emails. But if you want to get basically stay tuned to what I'm doing in certain things and say what I'm doing next, I'll take a picture. I would scan it later today and just make sure you know I'm going to send you the next invitation. By doing this, you're going to get some classes that people pay for free. Kind of fun. Next, I got the nickname of the Godfather credit being on basically KNX radio for over 49 years. I'm going to tell you today to write down see it, believe it, go get it, because that's what works for me. I created my first billion at 21 years old, by the way, through corporate structure, 2 billion at 26. I thought I was going to die at 27. I already accomplished all my goals. Mansions in Havasu, mansions in Big Bear, and Huntington Harbor too. So we get to play the game to win. In the beginning, I'm going to say don't take pictures or recording, because you take pictures of things I don't think you're going to look at again and again. I want you to focus on things that matter today. Is that okay? Now, there's me in 1981, fastest kick, highest kick on planet Earth. I kicked the light out that night. It was only 13 feet. From there, if you can touch it, you can kick it. I like goodies and assets, and that's what I wanted to do to help you. Would you like a Lamborghini? Would you like a Ferrari? Well, you got to make $5 million plus to be able to afford it. If not, you can't pay that money because it's very expensive. So today, how about properties and mansions? What the goal is to understand how to play. Now, there it is. Winning the game of business since 1976. You see, I made money. I was bringing things that I called auto income. So I'd like you to win the game. Unfortunately, what most of you have done, you basically follow what I call ducks and sheep. You got stuck about your personal business credit. Next thing is, I don't think you really know what you're doing, because what did you do? Spend thousands for a corporation or something? They're actually free in all 50 states. So today I want you to think about planning the problem, and I need you to be prepared the next time. See, the problem with you, husband and wife, and all the kids you have today is you bring the pain home. The answer is to never bring the pain home. Stop bringing the pain home. Here's our problem. Let's pretend today we got fired from our job. We're fired. What do? We now have an oh shit day. Oh my goodness. We can't find a job in a week. We have oh shit week. Then we have oh shit year in 8 months. So let's understand. We are under a what? Hourglass. Oh shit. What do I do next? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. This is what we got to feel out, because understand something. All right, you know, maybe you don't like the bluntness, but the reality is that just have to be true to you. I haven't had a paycheck for 40 years. I don't want one of those. Is that okay if I just tell you the truth? We got 8 months before oh shit happens really bad. So understand what happens. Oh shit. Can't pay the house payment, can't pay the car. And what did you do to our credit? See, what happens is you didn't use your checklist. You didn't plan the problem. If we lose our job today, the first thing we do is call our creditors, credit bureaus and creditors and credit cards. We increase the limits. We need to get as much as we can. We got to buy time. See, bad days don't last forever. You drag it onto oh shit week, then oh shit year, because you didn't know what you're doing anyway. Sorry, but it's true. Now, the next thing, I've analyzed over 50 million people. An analyzation, for instance, here's one that started at 479. I got him 170 points so far. Is that good? So understand, all right, now would you listen to me? Well, the reality is very simple. I'm Ray Reynolds. I helped basically Ken Yarborough, guided him, trained him. all right, basically for T or W become an Experian. So the goal is very simple. If you listen to me, I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. This is an investigation sheet. They started at 639, they're at 828. So understand, credit repair is a fraud. All right, but the reality is it's what it is. It's a fraud, and I'll show you that as well. Now, I would like you to listen to common sense. I want to give you 100,000 of personal credit. Is that okay? 100,000, maybe 2 of these cards. See, what happened is you didn't know what you're really doing anyway. You're 45, 35, 75 years old, and you say, what do I do? You didn't realize these fluctuate. See, there's a line on your credit report that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It's the heartbeat of your credit. If I give you 100,000 of personal credit, you're only allowed to use 29% anyway, because I designed the system in 87, 89 and through. You're allowed 29%, that's it. When you jack it up, you get stuck. The reason the credit bureaus say below 30 is that's how I designed it in the first place. But what do we have to do? Understand. If I use 100,000 of personal credit, I need a stick in the back of the card to basically kind of dummy proof it. Next, I have to understand if I use that $29,000 of credit, which most people have that much in debt, that leaves me $71,000 of safety. You see, being used and abused as a kid, you didn't have a trash can, sucked. Well, for me, when I finally got a wife and kids, I don't want to bring the pain home. I got 5 daughters and a beautiful boy, 6 kids and 13 grandkids. So I'm not going to bring the pain home like you, and I think you should have researched and found me out sooner anyway. But that's up to you as well. Now, we got to cut out the crap. The average person wastes $50 every other day. I mean, that's what they do. See, these cards fluctuate, these do not. So I could jack these up to $1 million and still not hurt my score. Then all I have to do is basically what? Pay a little payment. It's going to be up to you. Next, I want to think about is a corporation division process. All right, everywhere you go, get a corporation, get an LLC, got this, blah, blah, blah. Let's understand the truth. The corporation is a legal person. We have choices today. And let's go to the board for you as well. So let's understand. You, I believe, are a duck and a sheep, a target. You should have had 3 divisions of you because you're allowed to. 3 divisions of you and create a line of defense. Instead of you protecting you and your family, you've been guessing doing a half-assed job anyway, in my opinion. Sorry to say, but I think it's true. A corporation's a legal person creating an umbrella. What I'd like you to think about is 5 divisions here. We want to get more. Now, a Bank of America bankrupts thousands of locations because they have branch numbers, so do grocery stores in cities. You can do the same thing if you play the game to win without any intent to do fraud. So understand, these are division process. Let's say we have 8 houses. Each house should be a division because that means we have basically 16 liabilities. Here's 5, that gives you 10 liabilities. What does that mean? The bank is a loan and then the tenant that leases the property out because it fall and sue you and screw you up. We create a line of defense, a line of defense, and that's what the goal should be, to protect you and your family and your assets too. What do we have to do? I'd like to give you 100,000 of credit. These are 150 trade lines. No, these are lines of credit. Trade lines are fraud, okay? So let's understand today. These are 100,000 paid over time limits. But again, would you like 12 million instead? Would you like 62 million, okay? Again, what does it take to get money? It takes money to get money. That's how it works. How about credit as well? $100,000 of credit. Now, what we want to do is do an auto income business. Let's write down auto income. I didn't know what to do, to be honest with you. All right, I'm 19 at the time. I asked my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, all right, would he like to share a piece of something I call auto income? It's a storage unit, and that's what we did. All right, so the goal is very simple. I was just making money as a kid and as an adult, having fun. We invest in a storage unit. My corporation got $17,350 a month, so does his. So a corporation absorbs the money, doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. Borrow money is not taxable, so let's write it down. So what do we get to do? I think before you get kind of screwed up again and again, why don't you fire yourself, hire me instead? Because I think you did a lousy job. Is that okay? Did I tell you the truth? Because you're running out of time. Me, I accomplished my goals. I have no excuses. Okay, I was reading 15 books in a week all the time as a kid and as an adult. I want to figure it out. Every time I asked a grown-up how to do something, all I got is beep, beep. I thought they were stupid. I grew up and realized they were pretty stupid. Sorry to say, but it's true. If I can touch it, I can kick it. When I see it and believe it, go get it, it works for me. So the goal is up to you. Think. It only takes 38 steps to reach a goal in the first place. Tell me your goal, I'll tell you how to reach the goal. I have no excuses. I'll challenge anybody on planet Earth, by the way. Now, we have to hear something 8 times. That's how we process knowledge, but we have to write things down with our hands, our eyes, and our body, and our ears to understand it goes into the brain. 8 times, then we apply knowledge. Your goal should be winning the game of business that I set up in 1976. Now, for me, when I got started to play the game, I got tested at Weehawken Junior High in the 8th grade. Then I went over to college, by the way. High school, I went a waste of my time. I already made $1 million through corporate structure. When I was 17, I bought payphones. I had 22,000 of these by the time I was done buying everybody's route. That is $6.6 million a month, by the way. I had my 19 houses. I transferred to my divisions. See, I didn't like the fact that a tenant can slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. I'd like you to write down auto income. Let's get you $5,000, $10,000 a month. Is that okay? I think what you've done so far, sorry, I don't like it. I think it sucks. You're all stressed out. What am I going to do next? You're 35 to 75 years old, and I think you blew it on you. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we must be dead. I wanted to write my next series of books called Books for Dummies. That was already taken. I created what's called a financial system. All right, it's called buckets of money. Like tax balance, you become the bank, in real estate as well. Well, what did I do? A Millionaire's Founders Kit. I wanted a book for every month of the year. At the end of the year, you have the 1,000 steps, $1 million structure. I dummy-proofed it for everybody. I own the rights of the blueprint of success. It's very simple. It's right here. But if you listen and learn, you can play the same game too. So you might want to copy that series. Now, I created 40 years ago what's called the Puppet Master Club. See, to be a puppet master, that means you don't run a business, you own the business, you're the damn bank. Whichever one of you should have done in the first place. Running a business is a pain in the asset. What do you want to do? Be an investor. Linda met me, and I had a program in 1986 called Eagle's Nest, nonprofit one worldwide, by the way. Linda spent $26 a month. She gave me $2,000. That's $26 a month, by the way. So what did she do? She got to finance her dream. I made Linda a millionaire 5 times so far. Here is the Houston, Hyatt turned into the Blueprint Apartments. This project alone for her is $27 million. You might want to take a picture of that today and scan it and listen to Linda tell you I made her a millionaire 5 times. But it's up to you. I believe Shaq's a puppet master. He doesn't make pizzas and pretzels and donuts. He owns that. He's basically the banker. That's a puppet master. Warren Buffett's a puppet master. Isn't that what you want to be too? Could you imagine today if 30 years ago, 40 years ago, you would have did exactly what I told you to do. When you drive by the Wendy's restaurant, why the hell don't you own it? Storage unit, laundromat, car wash. What is wrong with you? You drive by things every day, don't even pay attention. That was your opportunity. And you said, bye-bye. This is 2 buildings and 2 cars. That's 1,013 divisions, by the way. 1,013. What do we do? Now, here's where you're going to get your cell phone out and take a picture. I'm going to hold your hand personally in every class that I ever do. I'm going to get you 1 card, and I'm going to turn it into 9 more. Would you like 9 more? Every division, because I invented division process in 85, 86, has its own credit file. So now I have 1 million of credit off 1 card. Every division is going on a type of business. That's the goal. It's called financial freedom. We get to 10,000 to 100,000 to $1 million a month. Is that okay? I literally got to $1 million a day, and that was kind of fun in 2007, 8, 9. Having fun. It's called financial freedom, by the way. Take a picture. A laminate when you print it. Put it on your refrigerator, your desk at work. That should be your screensaver, by the way. See, if you name a corporation after you, I'm sorry, I'm going to say that's stupid. If you name it what it does, that's double stupid. If it actually does business, that's triple stupid. See, the corporation is on Secretary of State's website. It's right there. Right there is your name. And they sue you. Doesn't that kind of suck? Again, what do we do? If you want to get an auto income business, you're going to take a line of credit or a credit card that I get you, and you're going to put some money in an escrow. You have to decide how much money you want back on a monthly base, because that's the way I designed it since 1986. The blueprint calls you and me on the phone for an hour with your partner of life. Past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly. Bankruptcy, tax lien, do you screw American Express or Chase, family, corporation. See, I need to do this rundown. I just had my longest blueprint call in my life, by the way. Hour and 30 minutes almost. Why? They have a lot of mess. He's all screwed up, she's not. So what I have to do is separate the pain and make sure we rebuild her again and again and go back and take care of him. Family, corporation, divisions, 18 at least. Irrevocable trust, we have to plan to die, by the way. The house and the car should be in a trust or a division as we break it down. We need to look at auto income and cash flow fee per time, which I put in my series, all right, in 1976, by the way. A blueprint call with me is $2,000. I'm $3,000 an hour and I'm $25,000 a day, by the way, have been for 45 years. If you want a blueprint call today of me, office is $19.99, or you can do it through this webinar now for $9.99 if you Zelle or want to use a card. Simple. So it's actually free if you partner with me. All right, but again, if you want to partner and get an auto income, it's up to you. What do we get to do? Winning the game of business. In 1984, I had a problem. My problem is pretty simple. I own Shakey's Pieces, 31 flavors, all right, Subways, shopping centers. I'm building condos and all kinds of crazy stuff. And they gave me a letter from Sacramento, California. You're going to pay $800 to $1,000 per year per corporation. That would have cost me $1.2 million. Ridiculous. Sacramento, can I create a form, all right, under a corporation that pay franchise tax fee? Division was born in 1985-86. Your corporation will have a division and it will be number 4A. One of my corporations is going to be number 4. If I need a B, C, and D, we'll do that as well. In other words, you can partner up with many people. Depends on the proceeds we get on a monthly base. What do we get to do? Okay, have fun. Let's think. Your decision when I give you 5 options of a business called auto income, how much you put into the escrow. You don't hand me the money. I don't want to run some big fund and say, I want everything else, blah, blah, blah. I need you part of it because you have to understand how to play. See, when you pay someone else to do something for you, you don't learn diddly squat. But again, what do? Would you like 25,000, 50, 100,000 in a program? Would you like 25%, 50 or 75, all right, of a Wendy's restaurant or storage unit or laundromat? See, you got to decide what you want based on the income you're trying to create and design that since 1987. All right, we have fun. If I coach you for a year, it's $30,000. I build you $300,000 credit on top of that. I want to give you 10 times your investment in the first place. It's better than being in Vegas. If I coach you in an auto income process, I need you to understand there's a lot of things we have to put together. This is a basically 12 months coaching program. Every other week we're on the phone. I'm going to give you your list and tell you what to do because I don't want you to screw up anymore. It's just my opinion. You're going to get what's called a summit boot camp, by the way. Now understand that's $100,000 of personal credit, business credit I'm going to build for you. 25 subdivisions, a blueprint call, and 12 months of coaching. Now that's $45,000. That's not cheap. But I'm guaranteeing you a business or auto income if you do what you're told to do. If you did it today during the webinar, it's $20,000. You say $25,000 if you did it now, made a decision with all those goodies. If you don't want the goodies, it's very simple, okay? I want you at the 3-day summit online or in person. If you pay in full, you get the summit and you do it during the webinar. If you don't do it during the webinar, you don't get the summit at all. Got it so far? So here's the webinar with no goodies, 12 months. If you did it today with no goodies right now and you call the office, you talk to me, what do you get to do? You get it for $10,000 with no goodies. But that's if you did it now. But if you don't, then you have to pay for it separately. The in-person or online is very simple, 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. I'm going to give you $50,000 of credit. I'm going to give you the summit as well. So understand, usually it's $10,000, today it's $5,000. August 29th, 30th, 31st. So what do you get to do? Get ready for an escrow. Escrow, got it? You're going to be a puppet master. Take a picture right now in case you want to sign it without any goodies right there. You can do it now if you want to, but it's up to you. So the 1,000 steps, rules, and tools is what you got to learn how to play. That's how I designed it in the first place, using what? The Millionaire's Founders Kit. Okay, don't worry, all right? To prove I've been around for 49 years is pretty simple. I was at the Los Angeles Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night. All right, Millionaire's Founders Kit was $5,000 a set. Being the second largest advertiser in California, by the way. So there I am in 2009. Oh, shit. What can you say? I'm helping people every day. All right, 6 days a week, helping people back then too. And I get to take out one of my yachts, a middle yacht with 72 people. Wife wants to take this group of people to watch the fireworks. Okay, why not? So we took out the middle yacht. The next day I was in a coma. She didn't know if I was dead or alive. Oh, shit. What do? Very simple. All right, my wife calls Ron at the office, my district manager, Ray's in a coma. I need help, please. Drives U-Haul truck to the office to steal my books and CDs. The office is 22,000 square feet, One Technology Drive, Irvine Spectrum. All right, she calls Tom, my IT manager. I got 50 million people in my database in my TV and radio shows, and what does he do? He sells it to a damn porn site. So the people around you, sorry to say, a lot of times we're going to rip you off, most of you, but not all of you. We got a choice today. We can use the blueprint of success if you want to. Now, we're going to go through the books and CDs together from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we're going to get you the 1,000 steps. But again, like I said, 50,000 of credit if you did it today. All right, it's 5,000 for the credit, but then you get the webinar for the boot camp for free. Either way, you get one of those for free. Winning the game of business, you're stuck with me. So let's understand something today. If you don't want the goodies and the 5,000 credit, it's $1,999, no goodies. It's online only. There you go. See, I want to take away your excuses. If you partner with me today, not tomorrow and that next week, it's only when I offer it do what I'm the ability to give you the 3-day summit for free. Only I can do that. Very simple. Take a picture. If you do it while I'm on the webinar, you get the summit for free. If not, then you get to pay for it. That's how it works. See, the goal is to motivate you. Now. There's the Zelle. Take a picture. Okay, you can call the office right away as well. One of the specials, sign it up right away. 800-254-9506. Use a card, they will charge you 5% more. If it's not during the webinar now, before I'm done talking, you do not get the summit at all for free, period. Okay, again, I'm going to say it again and again because some people keep bending the rules. Okay, very simple. You want to use a card, there's my personal email address. Now, rags to riches, everybody's got a story. When I was a kid eating out of the trash can being used and abused, no one gave a you-know-what about me. What do we have to do? I got born in a taxi. Kind of sucks. But again, Mommy didn't want me. I get to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. I want to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. Here's chapter 18. Let's look at it once. What does it say? A corporation is a legal person. It's right there. Well, I was being used and abused by Mrs. Hope and her family. They had a poker game, and I heard a corporation's a legal person right there. I was 7.5 years old. I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old, by the way. It says, may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that. 17903 screwed with my brain when I was 9 years old. Something's wrong. I just knew something was wrong. It says not required to file a fictitious business. Why not? Why don't we give options? It's supposed to be the law. But I'm not here to be CPA an attorney. Helping Hand is my first corporation. It cost me $10. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. Simple. We all got credit in the mail in the 70s and 80s without applying for credit. I got named in the movie Dave. Next, I got named in a lawsuit. 12.5 years old, we start the Orange County Blind Center. What happens, I used the word Braille belonging to Braille Institution. Didn't know that until I got sued and screwed up in a court. So the goal is what? Never bring the pain home. Your lie is you. Sorry. You think a corporation protects you. It does not. When they sue it, they'll sue you and you're in the deposition. Oh yeah, we can file that bankruptcy under automatic stay, Federal Protection Act. No problem. Like they say in social media, no problem at all. But you guarantee the car, the building, and the credit card. That means you're the duck and the sheep. They're going to come get you. If you would have did it years ago, you could have had 3 divisions of you, 3 of you. Very simple. Take a picture right now, please. I've been giving articles for free for 49 years to anybody who wants them. I found out they were free when I was 9.5 years old. Hell, why not? Take a picture, send it to all your friends and family, get a free articles in any state you want. There you go. Next, if you want to do this correctly, I'm going to tell you use my address for credit purposes. All right, why? Shared office space. You see, I got 62 million of this stuff to play with. You can't use a UPS store or a mailbox, etc. to actually build credit. The real address needs to be done. So I would tell you flat out, use my address in California, even if you're in California or not. Well, you get more location to play. Then you can call 800-254-9506 and talk to Julia. So what happens here? Let's understand. You can scan this today. So take a picture right now, scan it, sign it up, or talk to Julia right away. I want to use my address as your address as well. That's the ultimate goal as I build credit for you. But again, it's up to you. Now, if you have a corporation, you're going to need it Dun & Bradstreet. That's for supply and vendor credit, by the way. Take a picture, scan it. What's going to happen is Analytical 750 is going to help you do that as well, and then help analyze you all the time. Again, it's up to you. What do? Let's give you the list. I'd like to tell you what to do. Sorry, I think your way sucks, in my opinion. Sorry to say, but I think it's true. If I give you a list and a checklist, and every other week I tell you what to do, will you follow through? That's all you got to do. I clone me into you. So here's that yacht in the backyard. I got 3 at the time. The middle one, 2009, we take out the yacht to watch the fireworks, 72 people. Everything I touch turns to 100 million plus goals to millions to billions since I was a little kid, by the way, if you don't know that. There I am, dead in a coma. It sucks. July 5th, 5:41, they pronounced me dead. Kind of sucks. Google the address, it'll see you're telling you the truth. So I'm laying there, I can hear my wife talk to my tax attorney, tricks her to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take my heart and take it away. I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back that day. Very simple. I said go back. From there, this man here, I think he's not telling the truth. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Well, that's true. Do you have an apartment or house? Have a garage sale. I did. Had 12 in Huntington Beach after a coma. Got cited 3 times. If you had a house, drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, or something, right? All right, Uber Eats. I don't care what it is. But again, you have kids, the church will give you food, okay? But you're wearing your jammies, and you're making $210 a day minimum just having a stupid sign in front of you. Sorry to tell you, most of them are doing that. Let's get them a job. Just let them show up to work here. What did I do? There I am. What would you do when you came out of coma in 2011, and all of a sudden, okay, you go to your mansion in Huntington Harbor, and you have 50 guns at your head saying it's not your house anymore? What would you do? I had to rebuild myself, have my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. But again, that's just me. So you could play this game if you want to play, but you get to win if you do it my way anyway. So then I bought my wife an extreme house. Happy wife, happy life. So let's understand you. Maybe you have excuses. Moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot 3 times, been knifed 6 times. See, when you go to school in Watts, Torrance, and Long Beach and all these great areas, you got to kick ass or run. I'd rather kick some ass. Sorry. For me, it's always good, always good. Why? That's my mindset. It's been my signature all my life, ever since I was a kid. Thank you, Jesus, that way too. We got choices today. But again, what do we get to do? Let's understand today. Here's our problem. Here's your problem. You were 14 to 16 when they said, go get your Social Security number. You signed a form called SS5, didn't even pay attention to it. The SS5 SSN is 1040 tax return. You get one of those. You see, we're we the people. From here, we have Social Security card. Oh, it's not even yours. On the back, it says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, don't carry it with you. You did it anyway. If you take the time to compare SS5 to SS4, you can play and get some more. One, you get only one of these. Here's these per every entity. Your name should be on line 1 3 times, by the way. It says legal name of entity or individual person. You're a person, right? So what do we get to do? If we have a corporation called LLC, C Corp, or whatever it is, I'm going to tell you to turn it into an S Corp. Or you plan the problem because someone's going to knock you down anyway. And if you plan your problem, you have a backup for a backup. Oh shit day. You brought the pain home because you didn't know to play. What did you do? Honey, let's start a business with our friends and family in the kitchen. Ooh, wow, let's jack up the cards. Let's drop the score. The stock can't get any more. Let's hawk the house. Let's bring the pain home to you and me and be stupid. Well, that's what most of you did. I call that stupid. These fluctuate, these don't. The problem with you is your lack of knowledge, is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but you sure did stupid. We all do. I've done stupid too. So understand, we're not stupid, but unfortunately, half this world is freaking lazy. So let's see what you are today. Let's go get it. Now, if you got a collection item, 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, they have a form for you too, 656, 430, the A and B. You got to rebuild yourself and tell the truth. That's how it works. So what do we get to do today? Let's plan the problem. Let's have safety credit. Let's create a line of defense for that oh shit day, week, month, or year. Let's plan it. See, when I designed this system trying to tell and train Yarborough, Ken Yarborough in the 70s and 80s, and part of the 90s, that was fun. I'm the one who created the 0 to 29% rule. That's why your dashboard say below 30. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So understand, if you want to win the game of business, talk to the guy that helped start the system in the first place, behind the scenes. That would be me. So all cards fluctuate, all of them but 2. These don't fluctuate, these do. So if I jack these up, my score stays at 750, 800. I jack these up, my score drops. Should we learn rules and tools? It's up to you. Raise rules and tools. Been teaching and preaching that for 49 years, by the way. Credit repair, Federal Trade Commission says it's a fraud. It's right here. They can't collect money up front. Credit Repair Organization Act as well. What do you get to do? Why don't you take a picture right now? Why don't you scan it right now? I created the winning the game of credit, the winning the credit game years ago. Everything to me was a game. That's what I turned it into. So what happened for the last 30 years, there's a free book for you. I watch people on social media use my rules and tools all the time. Half of them are my clients, maybe all of them. So today, why don't you take a picture, scan it, send it to everybody you know. It's got letters for you that are free for you and your family and personal business. And on top of that, for the creditor and the credit bureau. But it's up to you. If you have debt outstanding, get a copy of Debt Crisis Intervention. By the way, that's free too. The Fair Debt Collections Practice Act, you'll see what you can do from there. See, we need some help. Let's give you the help that we need. Analytical 750, I like them because they give you all 3 credit bureaus. If I'm going to go after like Chase, for instance, 0% interest, up to 22 months, personal and business, hell, I need to look at Experian. If I can't see Experian, I'm kind of like, what do I do? Take a picture, scan it later on today. I'd like you to sign up for Analytical 750 right away. They're going to charge you $25 a month. I want them to replace Credit Karma. Why? There's no fund over Credit Karma. They don't use Experian at all. So the reality is we get to play and win. But then they're going to analyze you the first time for free, and it's $25 a month, by the way. And then they're going to call you every 46 days and tell you what's next. They're going to hold your hand, and they're going to tell you what's next every time. Their next phase is Experian, Treasury and Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet. See, these are the credit reports, getting cash credit, supply credit too. Take a picture, sign up today like I told you to. Very simple. I'd like to analyze every one of you if you allow me to. No matter how you are in your score, I can help you get some more and rebuild anybody. A rapid rescore and rapid refresh, I created rapid scoring 46 years ago, by the way. From there, if you want to get to the 750, no problem. I like to get you credit cards 5,000, 10,000 plus, and then do a credit boost, which is called what? Credit rapid refresh. Our basically team of paralegals will actually dispute all the things for 90 days and help guide you as well. It's $1,500, which is worth that as well, but it happens today. On a webinar with me, we take out $500. So it's $999. I got to get you ready for CFO level, by the way, and never bring the pain home again. Why you brought the pain home in the first place was the lack of knowledge. Now, if you got a corporation today, let's build that too. Let's analyze your credit now, analyze your right away, and let's build it up and away. See, it takes money to get money or credit too. That's the ultimate goal for every one of you. So let's understand today, anybody can get a 750, 90 working days if they do what they're told to do. And not hard to do at all. Every Friday and Saturday, you can go to the analyzation class. Yeah, it's free, by the way, for 49 years. I'll tell you exactly personally what I expect you to do. If you help me and help you and other people, we can do that too. Do the referral program and be an affiliate. Take a picture now. What does it allow you to do? You can register your referrals. It'll ask you, would you like a Zelle or a check or store credit of 10%. You could have made $1,000 today. Take a picture here. Supply credit can turn into cash. Up to about $51,000, by the way. So you can actually balance your personal debt if you need to. See, there's always a solution for problems, by the way. What do? Reynolds University, the building I'm standing in right now. We get to play. So I'd like to think about this, getting you past go. Lamborghinis, no problem. Duffys, mansions. White men do jumps, stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, of course. Race boats, no problem. Helicopters, U-Dogs, yachts, and Ferraris. Just a couple goodies I obtained too. See, we could play the game if you want to win, but I'm not dumb enough to put something in my name. I just have the keys. Shouldn't that be more simple? The keys, it'll set you free, by the way. So we're going to plan from now on, see it, believe it, go get it. We're going to accomplish our goals my way, because your way what? Sucks. Sorry, but it's just what I have to say is the truth. So if you want to get classes on Friday and Saturday and get stuck with me, simple. What I need you to do is very simple. I need you to give me permission to send you the links, if you like. I showed you that thing to scan earlier today. So would you like some goodies, by the way? I like goodies. If you got a corporation, I'll build that into millions and billions as well, if you'd like. But again, what do? Well, let's give you $25,000 in credit and charge you $2,500, 10 times your investment. Let's analyze, add history, and pop credit right away. Makes sense to me, makes sense to you. Let's give you a $500 discount today if you did it right now. Discounts only do it good when you're on the webinar with me. And again, you can Zelle or call the office right away. If you wait till I'm done, you don't get the discount at all. It's going to be up to you. There's that Zelle situation again. From there, what do? Call the office at 800-254-9506 and call it now right away. We get to play the game and win. There's that scan I want you to do. Think. Take a picture. If you'd like me to send you the links for my classes that are free, even some of the paid ones too, there you go. You take a picture and let me have permission to send you the link. That's all you got to do. Now, the goal is to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. Now, if you allow me to do my job, it means I'm going to take corporate credit, okay, lines of credit, maybe millions of dollars of credit. Maybe we'll take the stack of 12 million over here and play the game. What does this do? Your problem, you didn't look at things you drive by every day. That's where I think you kind of blew it. If we use borrow money, it's not taxable. You can go with your lifetime income. That'll be basically a fourplex, an apartment complex. That'll be a Jack in the Box, McDonald's, or a Wendy's restaurant, or a storage unit. See, it's manageable debt offsetting taxes. $100,000 of personal, auto income, $1 million corporation, then we leverage money again and again. That would be the ultimate goal, to leverage money to more money. Right reference 3 times 5. You'll learn that through the process in the classes too. So if you need $100,000 of credit today, it's very simple. The office tends to sell it to you for 10%, that's 10 grand. Their little discount is basically right now about $8,000, no problem. If you want $5,000, $10,000 of credit or more, let me know. So that $100,000 of credit today is $5,000. You get a 50% discount. That's only if you did it during the webinar with me. Very simple. But again, it's a now situation. If you Zelle, take off 10%. I want to save you some more money. If you need $200,000, it's $100,000 you and the corporation. That's $200,000 of credit. Instead of $10,000 today, it's $8,000 for the whole thing. Building you $100,000 of personal and business credit. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that too. So the goal is call the office or Zelle now. 800-254-9506. If you use a credit card, they will charge you 5% more. What's a corporation again? It's a legal person right here. Okay. So we get 4 things we're allowed to do in the corporation structure, in my opinion. These are Ray's rules. We get to buffer tax. No taxes due till we're profitable. Corporate credit's all a write-off, interest rate credit card too. We get a card at fleet price, and we get the division, and we get to buy the hotel. Hotel gives a free buffet. What do we get to do now? Divisions are a line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions. I invented these 40 years ago, by the way. Multiple credit reports, buy at wholesale price. Separate liability to the corporation. So if you build a line of defense, you have a bad piece, with no intent to defraud, you can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and bankrupt the bad piece like the banks and grocers and cities do. But if you want to be a duck and a sheep, keep doing it your way. Corporate umbrella, by the way, makes more sense. We're going to be winning the game of business. So, do you want to be a millionaire? The answer is no. Please write down no. Would you like to be a millionaire corporation? The answer is yes. That's a corporation with 9 divisions and 9 lines of credit. So we build over $1 million credit off one card. Then on top of that's 9 locations of something. Division process. I created a dashboard in 1987 that works to this today with $62 million of credit right away, live credit. $2,000 on a dashboard, put it onto an entity. Give me a name of a person or a corporation. It builds in a SPEAR and Treasury and Equifax credit report. I don't need tax ID until I separate billing. So today, if you like 3, 9, or 12, take that picture right now. 3 with credit or without, 9 without credit, and 12. It's up to you. There's what the office is going to offer you right away. If you did it during the webinar, I'm going to double the numbers. Your 3 becomes 6, your 9 is 18, your 12 is 24. But that's only during the webinar with me that's live right now. What do we get to do? 10% of you Zelle. Take it off that total as well. So there's your Zelle. There's the phone number to call now, 800-254-9506. I'll take away every excuse you got because I'm going to get you a millionaire dream. Buckets of money, by the way. What do? The Reynolds University, you get to play the game to win. So I'd like you to use my address in California, if you're in California or not, or out of state. Because it's not really shared office space. It's your location. You're going to have a piece of this location, period. So the difference is we can build credit up and away, scan it. Have some questions, ask Julia, 800-254-9506. There's the goal. If you let me add you to my credit system, I can get you a $1 million corporation right away, but it's up to you. The goal for me is reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, and I've been training 50 million people so far over the 49 years how to use corporations in division process and to be a legitimate CFO. The ultimate goal is to play the game to win. So the Puppet Master is my goal for you. I'd like you to own a Wendy's restaurant, a storage unit, or something else because your way of doing business, I don't like it. Sorry to say it's not true because you've been doing what? Bringing the damn pain home for you and your family too? No. So let's understand. If Linda can listen and get a $27 million project and I made her millionaire 5 times, I think you can too. Shaq's a puppet master. Mr. Buffett's a puppet master. Me, that's just 1,013 divisions. What do we get to do? Play the game to win. If we look at boring and steady today, there's your goal. Why didn't you drive, or when you drive by the Wendy's restaurant, a storage unit, apartment complex, gas station, say, why the hell don't I own that? Or at least a piece. I think you blew it. Sorry to say, but it's true. You drive by your opportunity every day. So I hope you take a picture of that as well. Requires $100,000 in credit. How much would you like to put into a location? It's up to you. How much would you like as a monthly base for that corporation to receive? 25, 50, 75%. See, we can partner up and you own a piece of what I own too. I'm going to lay it all out for you so you can't screw it up. I've been doing that since 1987, by the way. What do we need to do? Simple. If I do coaching for you, that's $30,000 with $300,000 credit coaching your business. If you coach with me, partner with, I give you a better discount. See, what I want to do is give you $100,000 of personal and business, 25 subdivisions, blueprint call, and 12 months of coaching with me. You're stuck with me while I give you the list every other week. By the way, that's $45,000. So guess what you get to do today? If you did it right away, it's $20,000. You save $25,000 if it's done today with all those bonuses. You don't want the bonuses? No problem. What do? All right, it's $10,000 if you pay in full. When you pay in full at the 10 or even the 20,000, simple, I'm giving you the 3-day summit for free if you do it during the webinar. If you do it after I've been talking, the answer is no. I want to motivate you now. So don't do it later today, do it now if you want the 3-day summit. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, August 29th, 30th, 31st. We're going to train you to be a puppet master. Is that okay? Get you ready for an escrow. But again, that's up to you. Scan it. If you want to sign up without me, it's simple. You won't get all the goodies, but again, what you can do is sign up by scanning or call the office right away. We're going to go through the real estate system that controls $2.2 billion in real estate. we're going to go through the financial system and Millionaire's Founders Kit. In those 3 days, you're going to learn more than you ever learned before. Simple. If you want 50,000 of credit today, it's $5,000. If you pay that $5,000 today, you get the summit for free. In case you don't want to partner with me, again, another way to get the summit with you. What do we get to do? Simple. If you want the 3-day event without partnering with me or even anything else online, have a pizza party with your friends and family. All right, that's what you get to do for that Friday and Saturday. If you partner with me, it becomes free if you did it today during the webinar. That's the ultimate goal. Take a picture, scan it right away. What do? It's a Zelle. I love Zelle. From there, 800-254-9506. Use a card, they will charge you 5% more. Need to email you want to use a card? Very simple. Tell me you want to use a card. I'll sign it to one of our specialists right away to call you back. So I got a blueprint you. $2,000 at the office. Discounted during the webinar for $9.99. Very simple. From there, if you partner with me, it becomes free. The ultimate goal, there's that Zelle. Once again, or call the office right away. We have the ability to play the game to win. You see, I don't like to lose, so I've been studying everything I could since I was a little kid. I bought my first Lamborghini at 14 and a half at an auction, by the way, if you don't know that. Having fun. If you want coaching for you and not partying with me, 3, 6, or 12 months, okay, have one of our specialists kind of customize you a program. All right, and that's what they'll do for you right away. 800-254-9506. What do? I told you to scan this if you want to know my classes right away, because I'll send you the links. I need permission to send you the links. So again, take a picture, scan it later today, and we'll add you to the system to get the links for the classes as well. Ultimate goes up to you. So as we play this game, as we want to play to win the game of business. So as we look behind the screen and look behind the curtain every time, because that's what we need to do, because unfortunately, most people get stuck. Kind of sucks. So for me, I'm going to stay safe, stay strong, and do my best while Jesus does the rest for that as well. If you have a question right now, raise your hand, and I'll ask you a question, because it's half the fun being able to talk to everybody I can. So there is one hand that's got up, so let's answer their question, see what they have to ask today. So we can play. All right, what's your question today?
Ray, this is Will. Thank you again for all that you're doing. Question one on the, I'm going to call it virtual address, but I get it's not a virtual address. So how would that work if you have an existing business? In that case, how would that work?
Well, what happens is you have a business. If you're using a UPS or mailbox, etc., you can't build credit there. Okay, that's the first thing. And I will find 90% of my clients are using a mail drop. They can't build credit there. This is actually not really a shared office space. It's classified you as having a building here. So if you're out of state or in state, whatever it is, this address I get to use to build credit for you. If I'm doing a blueprint loan for somebody, I'm using this address as well, because what I want to do is have the ability to build credit. I have $62 million of credit pointed at this address. When I build credit for you, you have your utility bill and probably your credit file pointed at your address. So again, if we build a business plan, we can say we have an address in Texas and California at the same time, because we're allowed to use projections as long as we have divisions. And that's the goal. It's like when you go to the bank. The bank's going to ask you some questions. Your questions to them: how many divisions can I have? Are you pulling my credit report? Their questions to you are very simple. How long have you been in business? All right, because you've been in business maybe 20, 30 years. The next question will be, how old is your corporation? They're expecting 2 years plus to give you a line of credit. The next thing is, all right, what's your projection of sales? When you answer that question, they put it in their system. That's why they're typing so much. If you say project up to $1 million, it's in the business. But you can only really justify that if you have 3 divisions. So if you have divisions in a corporation, whatever state, in this address here, you can say, hey, I'm in 2 states, I'm ready to go, and I'm going to basically make $100 million this year. So again, it helps projections, it helps credit, 1,000 different ways to do this, and it also builds credit because you don't have to use UPS or mailbox, etc. address.
What about iPostal? That's who we've used.
Well, again, the creditors in the dashboard will actually register it, and they'll see this is a commercial address. Okay, they red flag them all
Okay.
the time. Okay, a real address is what they're going to want. Your bank won't even open a bank account for you unless you have a real address. Okay, if you use any post or whatever, they're going to say we need a real address. And a lot of times, if you get by with it, eventually they catch you anyway. You got a lot of people that have Wyoming corporations, all right, and whether they try to use a registered agent address in Wyoming. The difference is when the bank finds this out, eventually they shut the bank account down. You have to have a real address for banking and basic line of credit. See, the mailbox, etc. stuff, all that stuff you used to do it's all gone. You can't do that. There's too many crooks out there. Okay, but
Yeah, I get
again,
it.
so it's just another way to help people as well. And if they're going to pay for shared office space or a UPS or mailbox, etc., why not pay for a real address while I'm building credit to it?
And this credit is reporting to the business credit agencies?
Well, again, yeah, it's going to report to Experian, Trendure, and Equifax. See, I help set up these reports. The credit on my dashboard, I set up, say, a division or you, the corporation. By giving me a name of an entity, I can put it in that system. I immediately start the Experian, Trendure, and Equifax. Okay, and then we look at
Mhm.
Dun & Bradstreet supplying business credit. But again, you have to start credit reports for these entities or the corporation. A lot of times people just apply and get turned down, okay, because they didn't set up the credit file. It's set up correctly. It's like most consumers set up their credit file by an inquiry. They listened to their friend and family, got a credit card, secure card, kid card, whatever they did. They don't have to do any of those silly things. I mean, unfortunately, on dashboards, they tell you to get Capital One secured. Well, that's an inquiry. My dashboards can plop the first card for free for everybody without an inquiry. If not, it's an open sky card. There's no inquiry to it. So
Mhm.
again, we want to make sure we don't kind of damage this as we're trying to move forward. It's just an alternative because with our new office, we're allowed to use it as for our client base because they have an agreement with us as a client. We could use the address for them as well. So again, just an alternative that helps people as well.
Got you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a blessed day.
You too.
If there's any other questions, if not, we're going to sign off now. And you had a chance, all the things that I offered today. I would call the office at 800-254-9506. Talk to one of your specialists right away. If you're not assigned to one, do it because you'll assign one to you too. The goal is to help everybody repackage themselves. Unfortunately, most of you did it the wrong way in the first place. But again, it's going to be up to you. So let's do this. Let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.